My name is Ray Grabansky. I'm the president of Progressive Ag Marketing and the president of Progressive Ag Law. I've been in the marketing business for about 23 years, since 1992. And in that time, I've learned what not to do in marketing and what to do. Progressive Ag Marketing has been the top marketing firm for the last 8 years among the top marketing firms in the country. So it's interesting, a small firm in Fargo, North Dakota, with a bunch of North Dakota, Minnesota farm kids, has been rated the top marketing firm the last 8 years, not just by a little bit, but by a lot. Like on this chart, which shows the rankings of the 10 top marketing firms in the country, Ag Resources, AgriVisor, Brock, Dones, Stewart Peterson, Top Farmer, Utterbach, Dynamic Hedge, some of the top marketing firms in the country. I'm very proud, though, that Progressive Ag Marketing not just outdid them by a little bit, but by almost 65 cents a bushel average every year for the past 8 years. That's a lot of, over 100,000 bushels of production, that's $65,000 extra revenue versus the other top marketing firms in the country. And I'm very proud of that. I'm very proud of our staff. And what I'm going to do today is I'm going to outline what we think the November USDA report is going to say and what we think you need to do to position yourself for that USDA report. And then on the day of the report, November 10th, at 11 o'clock the report comes out, and at noon we will update you live on the web what the report said and what market action you need to take, as well as what we think the market will do over the next few months and even the next couple of years, and what you need to do as a farmer to position yourself to take advantage of the opportunities the market gives you. First of all, the report itself, which comes out next Tuesday. I think USDA is going to have to raise the corn yield 2 bushels per acre nationally. So currently they're estimating the yield at 168 bushels per acre of corn. That was the October report. I think they're going to have to raise it 2 bushels an acre to 170. That will be just under last year's record yield of 171. And I think because the corn yield is going to be raised 2 bushels per acre, that corn prices will probably drop anywhere from 8 to 15 cents a bushel on Tuesday and on Wednesday. And we've been short this market for a significant amount of time. We are 100% priced 2015 corn and soybeans, and we've even got some of 2016 corn priced. So between Tuesday, November 10th, and probably sometime around January 15th, we plan to liquidate all of our hedges and take our significant profits. For those who have been with us since 2012, when we made multiple year hedges, we're going to take well over $2 per bushel profit on our corn hedges sometime between November and January of this year. For those who just joined us in 2015, we made sales averaging around 425 to 430 December corn futures. And we will probably take profits somewhere around, I think we're trading 370 right now. If we drop another 10 cents on Tuesday, we'll take profits somewhere around 355 to 360 on those futures. So it'll be considerable profits even for those who just joined our firm this year. So that's what I think you'll have to do next Tuesday. You'll need to position yourself before that report to take advantage of it. Now, many of you know me as the president of Progressive Ag Marketing, but I am also a lawyer. I want to take a few moments today to tell you about an important ag case, the Syngenta GMO corn case, because it's across the country and it affects all 90 million acres of production of corn. Back in 2010, Syngenta introduced a new GMO corn seed to American farmers. China had not approved this Syngenta corn seed, even though Syngenta falsely claimed to have eminent approval from China. Syngenta knew American corn would be shipped to China. In 2013, China, which has a zero tolerance policy for non-approved varieties, rejected all U.S. corn shipments. And we lost the entire Chinese corn market because of that, and prices went down to U.S. farmers because we lost that market. If you're anything like me, your farms and your family are your priorities. I think it's important to protect your livelihood if you've been harmed. You know, I think about the song by the Byrds, turn, turn, turn. For every season, for every time there is a season, a time to love, a time to hate, and there's a time not to take action, and there's a time to take action. And I think for farmers, this is that time. I think it's time to take action on behalf of thousands of American farmers who were harmed by Syngenta's irresponsible actions, releasing the GMO variety before China approved it. And it cost American farmers lost profits because that Chinese market was closed in 2013 and still remains closed to U.S. farmers. I partnered up with, I think, some of the most experienced lawyers to handle this GMO case in the country. My partners understand farming is more than a business, and they're very passionate about helping farmers. And they know farming is a way of life. So please watch this short 3-minute video from my partners at Phipps Anderson Deacon, specifically Martin Phipps, who was one of the lead litigators in a very similar rice GMO case. And you'll learn about their commitment to farmers and how we can help you.
My name is Martin Phipps, and I am from the great big town of Breckenridge, Texas. I grew up in a town I like to tell people had 3 stoplights. Those values you bring from a small town, being honest, telling the truth, and standing up and believing in something, is something that we do here at our firm.
I'm Barry Deacon. I'm originally from Arkansas, grew up in a family law firm. Farming's been a big part of my professional life in representing farmers and agricultural related entities my entire practice.
You may ask, why hire Phipps Anderson and Deacon? The best answer I give you is because we are so proud to represent farmers that it's the most important thing when you walk into our building and see what we do.
Part of my background was being involved in representing a co-op of rice farmers against bare crop science in the rice litigation that began in 2006. With my background in the rice litigation, that's important because that was genetically modified rice that was being experimentally tested that contaminated the U.S. rice crops. That litigation is very, very similar to the Syngenta corn litigation where an unapproved trait was marketed to China.
What you're going to find out in this case is when Syngenta released Viptera to sell to you, they hadn't even applied to China for approval. Because of that, they took a risk, and that risk ended with you losing the China market. When you're choosing a lawyer to represent you in the Syngenta litigation, every lawyer is going to tell you that they're the best. We don't have to say anything to you. We just want you to look at our record. We are the lawyers who tried and won the rice case. We're the lawyers that developed the damage models. We're the lawyers that got the punitive damage verdicts. The rice case settled for $750 million. I'm very proud to tell you that my farmers, the people that I represented, got $50 million more than everybody else. We get asked every day, is this going to be a class action? And I want to make the answer real clear. We're not class action lawyers. We represent individual farmers against Syngenta and other big companies. And why do we do that? Because class actions don't help the clients. They only help the lawyers. Each one of you farm differently. Each one of your damages are different. So what we believe is we're going to represent you individually and not like some class action lawyer.
We are certainly not against the technology that Syngenta has come up with in producing their seed. We're actually for that technology because it's good for the American farmer. What we have a fault with is what Syngenta has done in marketing its corn. It's done it in an irresponsible way, and that has affected all of us.
I don't know about you, but we need more places to sell our corn, not less. And so all we're asking Syngenta to do is to stand up and do the right thing. The same thing you do every day when anybody comes to you with an issue. You may ask what makes us different at Phipps Anderson Deacon. The answer is simple, is we care. I've been on a combine and I know how hard it is to farm. And because I'm gonna make sure when I get done with this case and I come and sit in your living room, that you're proud that I'm your lawyer.
Thousands of cases against Syngenta have already been filed by farmers across the country. Martin Phipps and the other lawyers I partnered with are committed to helping farmers protect their livelihoods. You did not have to grow the Syngenta corn GMO seed to have a claim. In fact, that's a common misconception among farmers. They thought they had to grow Syngenta seed. But all farmers were damaged when the market price of corn went down. So all farmers who raised corn in 2013 and 14 are eligible for a claim. We're handling these cases on a contingency fee basis, which basically means as lawyers, we're putting our money where our mouth is. If we don't get a settlement, we don't get paid. And we pay all the costs of the case. So if your farming business grew, harvested, and sold corn, please call the number on your screen today. Call us, Progressive Ag Law, and we can help you with your claim. All right, I have talked to you about what I think the report will say, that corn yields will be up 2 bushels per acre, up to 170 bushels per acre in the November report. And I want to show this chart which shows where we made our sales for the 2015 crop. Okay, this is the December 2015 corn chart. It's trading over the last 6 months since June. And it shows that we had a low of about 360 and the high is about 455. And for those farmers who just joined us as a marketing firm in 2015, these are the places that we made sales in 2015. 15% at about 405, 25% about 435, 25% at 452, 25% at 438, and 10% at about 396. We're currently trading at 370 today. And we think if the report is negative on Tuesday, we can drop down to this old low, about 360. At 363 or better, we would take off half of our hedges and take our profits of about 65 to 75 cents per bushel on 100% of the 2015 crop. For those producers who were marketing with us in 2012, we actually made those sales around $5.93 and $5.94, 50% each on September 11th and 12th of 2012. So this chart doesn't show those prices. Those sales would have been way up here, actually $2.20 profit on those hedges at this point. So for those producers who had the financial resources to hedge multiple years of corn back then, and the profit margin was about 35%, unprecedented in my 23 years of analyzing the markets. So that was clearly a very unique opportunity. It might only come along once every career in a farmer's career. So those guys are going to take a lot bigger profits if we get that 363 price on Tuesday on the November report. So when we get down to around 360 to 365 December corn futures, I think December corn is trading about 370 right now. So if we drop 5 to 10 cents on Thursday or Tuesday in the government report, we would recommend starting at like 363 December corn futures. Buy back 50% of those hedges and take your profits. For those who hedged in 2015, you'll be taking profits of about 70 cents per bushel on your hedges. And we will leave the other 50% of hedges on because we think the January report is also going to raise corn yields another 1.5 bushel, which will make it the largest yielding corn crop ever at 171.5 bushels per acre. And just to give you a quick summary of what I think the corn market is going to do over the next few months or so. Really, we've had 2 record corn crops in a row. In 2014 at 171 bushel, and I think the 2015 final corn yield is going to break that record at about 171.5 bushel. So we've had 2 record corn crops in a row. And I think now is the time not to be selling. Because I think we're going to make a 2-year low in the corn market sometime between November 14th and January 15th. So in the next few months, we will make what I think will be the low in the corn market. And because we've had big crops 2 years in a row, I think the corn market will stay down all winter. And farmers and bankers are going to be staring at balance sheets and budgets that show we're going to lose 50 cents to 80 cents a bushel on every corn bushel we grow in 2016. And there's going to be a lot of weeping and gnashing of teeth basically this winter as bankers and farmers go over those numbers. But do not sell anything in the next 5 months. I think if you want to concentrate on something as a farmer this winter, concentrate on working on your landlords to get your cash rents reduced, because you're going to be staring at a 50 to 80 cent loss per bushel on corn all winter long. It's the perfect time to try and negotiate your rents down, because if you get those rents down, you're going to be able to break even a lot easier on the 2016 and 2017 crop year. In perspective, with your banker this year, you're going to have to put up at least 50 to 80 cents a bushel of corn in order to get financing, because it's going to project 50 to 80 cents a bushel loss all winter. So you're going to have to come up with some working capital on your own in order to get financing this winter. And it might be the same in the winter of 2017. So, you know, my strategy in the marketing field, I've learned a lot in the last 23 years working as a commodity broker and market analyst. And I think it shows that's why Progressive Ag is the top marketing firm and has been the last 8 years running, both in corn and soybeans. And so one of the things that my father told me when I was a younger man, you know, just going to college and studying ag economics, he said, "Ray, the secret to success is to buy low, sell high, and marry rich." I only have the chance to do 2 out of 3 of those things. If you have had trouble marketing your grain the last few years, go to progressiveag.com and click on the marketing link and the services and buy yourself a marketing service. Invest a couple $1,000s in a service, and I think we can help you out a lot. Thank you for your time, and I think on the screen they have a call that you can reach us, a phone number that you can reach us, either for Progressive Ag Marketing or for Progressive Ag Law if you want to pursue the Syngenta GMO corn case. We'd be happy to answer as many questions as we can, and we look forward to the chance to earn your business.